Hello. Today we're going to be playing a game about digging a hole. It's about digging a hole. Newspaper. Oh goodness. Now that looks like a steal. Whoa. Uh-oh. Wow. Oh my gosh. We're rich. Wow. Buddy? I'm rich. Alright, what's this? Oh. Alright. The dirt just tried to get after me. It's trying to bite me. Battery low. Alright, now we sell. This game is just missing, like, people screaming. You know, this reminds me when I was with Aether Wells, and we were digging up a pool, because we really wanted a pool for a backyard, but we didn't know how that process would look like. But we tried anyways, and it was pretty good for us because we were able to get the base of the pool. It was like maybe like 150 feet, but we were able to get that done and everything, and it was very nice for us. I really wish you could have seen it. But it was a pretty cool pool. But we forgot to add water in it, so Aether being Aether, he tried to go and dive in it. Little guy did not feel that best. I wonder why. Yeah, I saw this game and I was like, I need this. I remember, not too long ago, I was sitting down reading, this book. It's called something like Grasshopper and the Pea or something. And it was about this grasshopper, and he didn't like peas, but after he, was eating quite a lot of it, he kind of grew up and realized that there's more There's more to life than just like hiding and cheese. But it was a pretty good story. I recommend it. If you don't know what to talk about, just go get it. Go to the library, read a book. I think this game is like a reference to like the ethos. You know what I mean? Like the ethos and pathos are kind of like showing right now. Should we go on tour? Like with like bands? I mean, just imagine that, like Song Kitchen like official tour. We go out, cause mayhem. I mean, like Gotham, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, real ones know. We already do tour, just in like real bits. We don't really go too far out anymore. Not after the stage accident. Where little Michael was like, you know, I'm gonna be playing battery shit, and everyone was going crazy. Like they were losing their minds over this. And Michael being sporadic. He was like, all right, we're gonna be playing this song, and then he like starts singing it, and you know it's a good time. And then he like rambunctiously just like jumped off the stage, and you know was trying to crowd surf. Yeah, nobody picked him up. He fell like probably like 50 feet. And ever since then, we haven't really been touring too much. Because, like, last time, like, nobody picked him up. Nobody even asked him if he was alright. You know, I would think that, you know, somebody would be like, hey, you doing okay, man? You know? He was just lying there on the ground for like 4 hours. I mean, he was still performing. He was on the ground. He was singing his little heart out. So I was like, oh my goodness. And then my little Michael was like, yeah, I'm not sure. It's been such a rough time. But I mean, things change. I mean, like, I've heard good things about like other stages where people actually, you know, get caught. You know, so when they jump off, they're like, there's either security or there's somebody that, you know, tries to pick them up. But yeah, not at this venue. This venue is complete opposite. I guess they didn't like really learn the like rules of music. But I mean, it's all right. He's back to being his normal self, so that's always awesome. Because he fell and he was laying there and he, like I said, he did the whole show like on the floor. Like he took it like a champ. But like he was like just lying there. And then like the next day he was like, I can really feel it, guys. This is no longer funny. That's when we knew it was a little bit more serious. But yeah, well, let me know. Let me know how you feel about us touring. I think it would be a pretty good idea. Especially because, like, I mean, you guys were going crazy over Ricky doesn't have a piano. and I lost my bread. Because obviously, if you aren't, like, seriously, what's going on? Like, everything okay? But yeah, you guys were going crazy. Don't get me wrong. I was probably one of my favorite crowds because, like, there was this one guy who was wearing a flamingo costume, and he was, like, doing cartwheels. And I was like, oh my gosh. I've never seen somebody in a flamingo costume be so adamant, so happy. I was like, oh my jeez. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You guys were going crazy. That was the last show we did outside of Frugal Bits. Well, not the last, but one of the last ones. That one was not too long ago, but still. Maybe if we do another show, we should probably like I don't know, go somewhere different, like Cincinnati, maybe Pennsylvania. I bet you guys would go crazy in Pennsylvania though. I mean, as long as you know how to catch people, I mean, I don't have a problem personally. Warning: you haven't saved the game in 30 minutes. Thank you for telling me. Oh. Ooh. This would be a killer song kitchen studio. Imagine a concert in here. I said, hey, what's up? Hello. Alright, I'm taking a quick hand break. My hands are dying. Let me get some water. So, while I'm taking a hand break, I'll give you a story for you guys. So me and my best friend Roderick. So I'll give you a story while my hands are getting a rest. But me and my one of my best friends, his name's Froderick. We went to this gas station, right? It was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you already know this is going to be very weird, because everything goes weird at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But you know, Froderick has like these cold mozzarella sticks in his lap, and he's just like chowing down on it. But we get to this gas station, and we saw that it said open, so you know. We were kind of confused though because this place wasn't here yesterday, and we're like, how did this place just kind of come up? So we're like, should we go check it out? And Froderick was like, yeah, why not? So we go inside, and like the compartments, the things that they were selling were like so weird. For example, they had like this is a gas station, by the way. You should not be having string cheese soup. Like, what are you talking about? And they had, you know, just like the most bizarre items. Like right next to it would be like gasoline in a bottle. It's like, why would you have something like that? And then like in the faint background, like, you know, you feel the little like hint of the lights, and they're like, oh, bzzz. Yeah, so you can kind of hear that, and then in the background you can hear some like old jazz going on. Not that this jazz, I like jazz, don't get me wrong, but like for 3 o'clock in the morning, hearing some like super slow jazz and the like flickering of the lights was like super weird. So me and Froderick, we were like, what the fuck? And like he picked up this bottle, and it was some random product. And I was like, what the fuck? And before I can even like say anything to Froderick, like all of the lights shut off all at the same time. And uh like during while it was like pitch black, there was a voice coming in the intercom, and they're like, Froderick, Billart. And we were fucking so crazy. And then the second that was already set on the intercom, the lights turned on, all like a deep evil red. So like, and the aisle that we were in, it had these tall aisles full of all these different products. Now everything was completely off of the shelves, and like there was like it was a completely different place. The hallway was longer, the aisles were longer, it was wider. Everything was gone. It was just shelves of nothing, and we were just beyond confused at this point because what the hell was happening? And the aisle itself was like 7 feet tall, like towering over all of this. And in the middle of the middle of the aisle, we saw this man. And like I don't know why this gas station happened to be so tall, but like there was this man. He had to be no more than like 10 feet tall. He was like crouched, hunched over, and he had like these slender arms, and he was just like standing crooked, and he was like, "You better get back here. I beg you 25 cents." So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So like we were like, and like we couldn't like respond, and before we can even say anything, the guy starts running at us and goes like, "You better start working, you better start working, you better start working." So we started screaming, and we started to go down the other aisle. But the thing is like the whole like geometry of the building kind of just like changed while we were inside of it. Like it wasn't the way how it was before the lights turned off. So we were like, what the actual fuck is happening? What the actual fuck is happening? So we eventually we start bolting, and like we're trying to turn corners. We're going to aisle 3, then it turns to aisle 7, then it turns to aisle like 12. Like why is there 12 aisles inside of a gas station? It feels more like a huge Walmart. But like we're trying to panic as we're getting chased down by this manager who's constantly like, "You better start your shift, you better start your shift." And I'm like, what the fuck is happening to us? So he like he finally like we turned the corner, and then like we realized we accidentally went down a dead end, and we were like, oh shit. And we turn around and we see this guy. I'm gonna guess he's the manager. I have no idea, but he turns behind us, and we see him. He's just like gleaming over us in this evil room, and he like turns and he says, "How long did you work at your shift today?" And Froderick, being Froderick, he was like, I only worked 8 hours." And the manager, he was like, his eyes were glowing red. He was seeing things, and like his body was like shifting and moving. And then he goes from this evil like creature that was trying to chase us, and then he just like gives a little smirk and says, "Lucky." And poof, he fucking disappears into smoke. What the hell was that? And the second like he like disappeared, like his body turned to like mist, like a fog, almost like a fog machine that's been running for like a couple minutes. Like that's what his body just poof out of nowhere. And we were like, what the actual hell just happened? Me and Froderick, we both ran out the front door because that was the only place that we saw. That was the only exit we could ever see, and somehow we were able to bolt out of there. And the second we get into the car, rain starts pouring, and then we turn,
and like the gas station that was just there, and like all of that shit that just happened inside of there. The entire gas station's gone. What? The whole gas station was gone. What? Just and like the only way that we can prove that this is real is that soda. It was I still have it. Let me Doctor and Co. Meat Soda. That's what it was called. And I have it right here. Here, I I haven't even opened it, but fuck it. Let me take a swig. Okay, not bad, but that's literally like the only thing that we have from this place. And I've tried looking on Reddit, I've tried looking on other things, and I haven't found it fucking anywhere. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, please fucking let me know. Like if this rings any bells, let me know because oh my god. Like it's just it's so crazy. And like everyone I try to talk to about this, they all say like that shit's not real. But like I saw it with my own I have the fucking meat soda. How the fuck am I supposed to describe this meat soda to somebody? Like what? It was such a bizarre experience, but it's like oh my god. Anyways, I've had my fair time where I don't have to play. So now that my hand's back to normal, we can get back on this. But yeah, Project, he was beyond like he was at a loss of words. I mean, wouldn't you? Like, honestly, that's one of like the crazier experiences. But yeah, let me know if that rings a bell. Speaking of, speaking about Get, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Uh, go inventory. So speaking about gifts, me and Matt, we were at this bar, and he really wanted these gummy worms, because like, if you didn't know, Matt likes his gummy worms. He's actually a little bit like, he's a little bit deranged about some of his gummy worms, but don't tell him I said that. But Matt, he was telling me, "Hey, I want these gummy worms," and like, so Matt was like, "I really really want some gummy worms." I'm like, "Okay, fine." So we go to the bar, and there's this guy who's running the shop or whatever, and he's like, he looks like super young. I'm like, "Geez, this guy." I'm surprised. Like this guy looks like a kid. So I'm like, I'm surprised he's at the bar. But he's like running the joint, and I go up to him and I was like, "Hey, do you think I could get some? Do you think I can get some gummy worms?" And like the man looks at me straight in the eye, and he goes, "Do you want that in or out of a shoe?" And I go, "What the fuck are you talking about? I typically don't eat. I don't eat like that, but I mean, there's a first for everything." So I was like, I mean, I kind of don't want to. And the man just looks at me. He looks pissed. Like he's fuming that I don't know. Like I haven't tried this. Like what's wrong with you? So I'm like, okay, fine, fine, fine. I'll get it. I mean, it's not even for me. It's for Matt. And Matt looks like he's gleaming over there. He's like, oh, like I guess he knows what's up, like, or whatever. So I'm like, all right, fine, I'll buy it for you. So the man comes back and he has this like boot, and like it's like a pretty big boot if I remember right, and like. Fuck was that? Here's stuff. But anyways, the man comes out with like this boot. And I'm like, is this normal? And like Matt, he's like, oh. And like I said, I guess he knows I guess he knows what's up. Maybe I'm just like out of the loop. But like, I saw this and I was like, what? I was just so confused. So he gets it and then like he starts, eating his gummy worms like normal. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like it was he started like eating these gummy worms out of his shoe and I was like, okay, fine, maybe this is normal, I guess. I mean, kind of odd. But then as I'm like, this day can't get any fucking weirder. Okay, there we go. I was like, this day can't get any weirder. Come on now. There's this woman that comes up to us, and she looks like she has to be like maybe in her 90s. So I'm like, all right, what would you, like, why are you at a bar first of all? Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm so rich. Oh, it's got max stats. Okay. As I'm casually talking about this is like Thursday, so it wasn't even that long ago. But anyways, so this old lady comes up and I'm like, all right, maybe you need help with something, or I don't know what you need. So I go up to her, or not go up to her. She came up to us. And I'm like, all right, cool. What do you need? And then she comes up and she gives Matt a fucking gallon of milk. Out of nowhere. He did not ask for milk. He didn't like ever say the word milk. She just gave him a full ass gallon. Like, it's untouched too. Like it hasn't been opened. So I'm just sitting there going, what? Because like typically people don't give each other milk. And before you're like, okay, sounds wacky. Like, oh my god, that's so funny. No. Like, this lady comes in, gives Matt milk, and then this guy wearing camo comes in and he sits right next to Matt, and like all the while we're just having a normal conversation. And he sits down and gives Matt a fucking little plastic frog. And I'm like, what the actual hell is going on? And there was this other guy too, who was just like, I don't know, he had this long beard. So he sees that, Matt's getting all these gifts, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And, I thought because he looked really confused. He was like, what? Why is he getting all these gifts? Is it his birthday?
So I'm like, okay, maybe somebody's siding with me. Somebody's confused too. No. No, not at all. This man pulls out a car key. Says, "Sir, I believe that you deserve these." This man gave Matt an entire car. Let that sink in. A car. Like, why? It wasn't his birthday. You know, he wasn't, whatever. I'm just like, what? What is going on? So it's just like, it's so crazy. He just kept on getting gifts. Like 4 people? And like, we weren't even celebrating anything. He just wanted gummy worms. How far does this go? What? Buddy! What? Buddy! I'm not waiting. Is this a treasure? I got the treasure! Oh! Oh! There's no treasure! What? Who took it? Oh no! They ate the treasure! No! So that's it? Oh my god, it is! Oh! They wanted people to get eaten. Huh. That's neat. Neat. But with that though, I think I'm gonna end it here. But with that in mind, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, if you didn't like the video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to the song condition because the song condition is really cool. And make sure you're checking out the new album that's coming out very soon. And then when you also see the singles and the music videos and the other videos as well, then you need to make sure that you watch all the other videos because all the videos are really good for you. And all the videos are going to be extra good because when you watch all the videos in comparison to each other, they're actually very good. So with that in mind, I want you to check out all the videos and make sure you subscribe to all the videos and like the videos and make sure you don't dislike the videos and comment on all the videos and make sure everything everything's okay with you, and make sure everything is okay. And I hope you have a wonderful and amazing day. And make sure that you have plenty of water, and make sure you have plenty of food, and make sure you subscribe to Song Kitchen, and make sure you check out all the videos and like the videos and comment on the videos. Because thank you all for so much for watching. Then I would really like to see you guys in the next one, and I would really like to see if anyone would be willing to be able to show us for the next one and watch the video, and then you can subscribe to the video and like the video, and make sure to comment and subscribe to the next one, and make sure to subscribe to the video and like the video and subscribe to the next one.